Journey to the West in Vernacular Chapter 1. The Shocking Monkey King is Born. This is a mythical story. It is said that a long time ago, the world was divided into Dongsheng, Shenzhou, Xinyuezhou, Nanfang Buzhou and Beijiluzhou. In the Aole kingdom of Dongsheng, Shenzhou, there is a mountain of flowers and fruits. There is a fairy stone on the mountain. One day, the fairy stone cracks and an egg rolls out from the stone. When the egg sees the wind, it turns into a stone monkey, and the monkey's eyes shoot out streaks of golden light. Worship in all directions. The monkey can walk and run. When it is thirsty, it drinks some spring water from the mountain stream, and when it is hungry, it eats some fruits from the mountain. I had a great time playing with the animals in the mountains all day long. One day, the weather was extremely hot. In order to escape the hot weather, the monkeys ran to the mountain stream to take a bath. When they saw the spring water flowing, they walked along the stream to find its source. The monkeys climbed and climbed, and when they reached the end, they saw a waterfall, as if falling from the sky. The monkeys were surprised and disgusted. Whoever dares to get into the waterfall and find the source of the spring water without harming his body, I will worship him as the king. After shouting 3 times, the stone monkey jumped out and shouted loudly. He shouted, "I'm going in, I'm going in." The stone monkey closed his eyes and jumped into the waterfall. It felt like it was not in the water. Then he opened his eyes and looked around. He found that he was standing on an iron bridge. The water under the bridge rushed through the stone holes and hung upside down. It flows out and covers the bridge door so that people outside cannot see inside. The stone monkey walked across the bridge and found that this was a really good place. There were stone chairs, stone beds, stone basins, and stone bowls. It's like someone lived here not long ago. It's a natural house, quiet and tidy, with pots, bowls, ladles, and basins neatly placed on the stove. There is a stone tablet in the middle, which is engraved on it, the blessed land of Huaguo Mountain, the water curtain cave and the sky. The stone monkey was so happy that he turned around and walked out, then jumped out of the hole with a swish. When the monkeys saw that the stone monkey had come out without any injuries, they were surprised and happy. They surrounded him and asked him what was going on inside. The stone monkey scratched his cheeks, scratched his itch, and said to everyone with a smile, "There is no water inside, so it is a good place to stay. We have a place to hide when the wind blows, and we are not afraid of getting wet when it rains heavily." When the monkeys heard this, they all jumped up one by one, jumping up and down with joy. The monkeys followed the stone monkey through the waterfall and entered the water curtain cave. They saw so many good things. They were fighting for each other. Those holding basins took basins, those holding bowls took bowls, and those holding stoves occupied stoves. Those who fight for the bed move here and there until they are exhausted. The monkeys all kept their promise and worshipped the stone monkey as their king. The stone monkey then ascended the throne, omitted the word stone and called himself the Monkey King. The Monkey King took the monkeys to travel around the mountains and rivers every day, and soon 300 to 500 years passed. One day, while having fun, the Monkey King thought that he would inevitably die in the future, and he couldn't help but shed tears with sadness. At this time, a thong-backed ape jumped out of the monkey group and said, "If you want to live forever, Your Majesty, you can only learn Buddhism and immortality. Learn the art of God." The Monkey King decided to travel to the ends of the earth to find gods and learn the art of immortality. The next day, the monkeys made a raft for him and prepared some wild fruits. So the Monkey King said goodbye to the monkeys, supported the raft alone, and ran towards the ocean. Probably because of the Monkey King's good luck, the southeast wind for days brought him to the northwest coast. He got off the raft and boarded the shore. He saw many people working on the shore. Some were catching fish, some were hunting geese in the sky, some were digging clams, and some were panning for salt. He walked over quietly, without noticing. Thinking of this, those people were so frightened that they threw away their things and ran for their lives. On this day, he came to a high mountain, and suddenly a beautiful song came from the woods halfway up the mountain, singing some words about becoming an immortal. The Monkey King thought, this person singing must be a god, so he followed the song to find him. The singer was a young man who was chopping firewood in the woods. The Monkey King learned from the young man that this mountain is called Lingtai Fankin Mountain. 7 or 8 miles away from here, there is a Janyu Sangsing cave, and there are people living in the cave. A deity called Patriarch Bodhi. The Monkey King said goodbye to the young man collecting firewood, came out of the woods, and walked up the hillside. Sure enough, he saw a cave in the distance. The cave door was tightly closed. There was a stone tablet standing on the hill opposite the cave door. It was about 3 meters tall. It is more than 10 feet high and 8 feet wide. It has 10 big characters written on it. Ling Tai Fanken Mountain. Z. Yue Sangsing Cave. While he was watching, the door suddenly opened and a fairy boy came out. The Monkey King quickly stepped forward, bowed deeply, and explained his purpose. The fairy boy said, "My master was about to give a sermon just now. Suddenly he asked me to come out and open the door. He said that there was an apprentice from outside. It turned out that it's you. Come with me." The Monkey King quickly adjusted his clothes and followed the fairy boy respectfully into the cave and to the Dharma platform where the patriarch was preaching. When the Monkey King saw Patriarch Bodhi sitting upright on the stage with more than 30 fairy boys standing on both sides of the stage, he quickly knelt down and kowtowed. The patriarch asked about his purpose, and was very happy. Seeing that he had no name, he said, "Just call him Wukong." The patriarch asked Sun Wukong to pay homage to the brothers again, and found an empty room for Wukong to stay in. From then on, Wukong followed his senior brother to learn common sense about life, pay attention to classics, write and burn incense, and do some sweeping and fetching water in his free time. Soon 7 years passed. One day, after the patriarch finished his sermon, he asked Wukong what skills he wanted to learn. No matter what the patriarch taught about praying to gods, worshipping Buddha, meditating and practicing, Sun Wukong would not learn it as long as he heard that it could not lead to immortality. Patriarch Bodhi was very angry about this. The patriarch jumped down from the high platform, pointed at Sun Wukong with a ruler in his hand, and said, "You monkey, you don't want to learn this or that. What do you want to learn?" After that, he walked over and hit Sun Wukong 3 times on the head. He got down, walked to the inner room with his hands behind his back, and closed the door. When the brothers saw that their master was angry, they felt very frightened and blamed Sun Wukong, one after another. Sun Wukong was neither afraid nor angry, but felt very happy. That night, Wukong pretended to be asleep, but at midnight, he quietly got up and went out through the front door. Waiting until the 3rd watch, he went around to the back door and saw the door half open and half closed. He was very happy and thought, "Haha, I didn't mean to guess wrong, master." Sun Wukong walked in and saw the patriarch sleeping with his face inward, so he knelt in front of the bed and said, "Master, I'm kneeling here waiting for you." The patriarch got up when he heard the voice, sat cross-legged, and asked sternly, "What is Sun Wukong doing?" Wukong said, "Didn't master promise me in front of everyone during the day that he would let me come in through the back door at 3 o'clock and teach me the magic of immortality?" Patriarch Bodhi was very happy when he heard this. "I thought, this monkey is indeed born from heaven and earth. Otherwise, how could he guess my secrets?" So he asked Sun Wukong to kneel in front of the bed and teach him the magic of immortality. Sun Wukong listened attentively, understood attentively, remembered the formula firmly, and kowtowed to thank the ancestor for his kindness. 3 years soon passed, and the patriarch taught Sun Wukong 72 transformations of spells and the ability to ride a somersault cloud. After learning this skill, he could cover a distance of 108,000 miles with a single somersault. Sun Wukong is a monkey and he likes to jump around, so it is easy to learn somersaults. One summer, Sun Wukong and his brothers were playing in front of the cave door. Everyone asked Sun Wukong to change into something. Sun Wukong felt very happy, and he chanted a spell proudly and transformed into a big tree. When the senior brothers saw him, they applauded and praised him. Everyone's noise was heard by Patriarch Bodhi. He came out with a cane and asked, "Who is making the noise? You are making such a noise. How do you look? Like a monk." Everyone quickly stopped laughing. Sun Wukong also returned to his original state, explained to his master, and asked for forgiveness. Patriarch Bodhi was very angry when he saw that Sun Wukong was showing off some skills he had just learned. The patriarch told the others to leave, gave Wukong a severe lesson, and wanted to drive Sun Wukong away. Sun Wukong became anxious and begged the patriarch not to drive him away, but the patriarch refused to keep him and made him make an oath, never say that Sun Wukong is the disciple of Patriarch Bodhi at any time. Alright, this part of the story ends here.
Want to know what happened next? Let's listen to the breakdown next time.